Okay, so this is the first breakfast video with a gimmick. We're doing a gimmicked video, so young doubts might, why haven't you been making videos? Two big reasons. One, I haven't really been motivated to vlog because I've just been talking to a bunch of people again, going out IRL, and that just completely erased a big part of my drive to make like vlog content for YouTube. So that's a reason for why I haven't been vlogging, but also I haven't really known what to make because this is kind of like Toads might being an actual YouTuber moment. But recently my videos have been getting way fewer views because I've been making way fewer videos, and in all honesty, I haven't been making really great videos either. Because I mean, again, not to be a whining fucking YouTuber, because I know what fucking whining YouTubers are like. I've been on this site for so fucking long. But with the amount of effort I put into the fucking Love God saga, and with how, I made an intentionally obscure thing, and it didn't quite have the same reception in my friend group as I was hoping it would have. I think is really the thing. Like the Love God saga was just too fucking long, and my friends didn't really watch it very much. A few of them watched it, but like a lot of my friends never watched the fucking Love God saga, and especially the Love God finale. So that kind of fucking put a damper on my desire to make like really artistic videos, because I basically said everything I had to say, and didn't get the attention I wanted from doing it, basically. But yeah, so this is the gimmick for this episode. This is the Toads Might fucking cooks breakfast, and this is not breakfast, it's lunch if you are a fascist, but I haven't eaten anything today. So the gimmick today is this is the video of me making breakfast. It's not just a breakfast video, it's a literal breakfast video, right? Okay. I'm making our version of pierogi. I just have mince and onions here. These are going to be the stuffing, and I have the dough here that I made a bit ago, and it's gonna be a really tasty dough. It's gonna be a really tasty fucking. It's like a cross between like more Eastern European pierogi and like meat pies. Like it's like in a middle ground kind of. But yeah, they're really nice. So I'm just gonna make them. So that's a gimmick. But yeah, basically, what I mean to say is I really haven't gotten the desire to make more artistic videos, and I've been kind of making worse videos. I've been making less of them, and logically that means I've been getting less viewership. But again, it's like, I'm not gonna blame anyone, but a lot of my motivation to make videos is tied to like my friends, and they have their own lives, and I can't be like, oh, please watch my video, you know. Yeah, I put a fuck ton of pepper into my food because I had to use two hands, so I stopped recording for a second because I have my freshly ground pepper from my fucking pepper mill. But yeah. So yeah, that's basically why I haven't been making that many videos, and I also haven't been writing really because I've been really fucking tired. And I have ideas. I constantly have ideas of things I want to write about. I just don't have the energy and executive functioning to do it. I honestly barely even have the energy to do anything other than lay in bed. Like I have to like psych myself up to like play a fucking video game. But it will pass. I mean, it's apparently kind of common with people who have autism. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I'm just gonna wait until it goes over. I mean, I thought I would be able to like write something because I got a bit mixed. I got a bit punkies, but that only lasted for like 2 days because I mean I don't exactly know how my brain works, but I know that I had a punkies that lasted for 2 days, burned out. Maybe because I had some weed. Like I had like a small quantity of weed that might just have cured my punkies. Who knows? I mean, I just fucking don't. But Yeah, anyway, my punkies went away. I um uh, I still have creative ideas, and I just don't have the energy to do it, because sometimes when I go punkies, I get a fuck ton of energy, and it felt like it might be like that kind of punkies, but it really wasn't, and it's been generally really mild. It's like it's good this time, because it's sometimes really mild, like my current punkies. Sometimes I just see something, like especially at night, that'll just make me have like a weird fucking delirious breakdown episode thing. But yeah, I'm gonna start making the fucking things, which will require two hands. And I couldn't even talk about the main thing I wanted to talk about yet. I have a bunch of things to talk about, don't worry. Okay, so I finished my fucking things. Look. Here's the things. And now I'm gonna put them into my motherfucking oven. So here's the thing I realized earlier today, is that my fucking also I'm saying fuck a lot. I think usually in my videos I don't say fuck all the time, but if you've ever talked to me one to one, you know that like every other word I say in like casual conversation is just fuck. So I'm not used to fucking. There we go again. Like when I started making my videos for the first time, I said fuck a lot too. But I think over time, when I tried to make like more philosophical videos, I kind of trained myself out of just constantly saying fuck. But yeah. Anyway, I realized that the video I made about hermitcraft, like I don't remember the fucking name, like the hermitcraft analysis or whatever the fuck I called it, was actually just the fucking best video ever made about like fucking parasocial relationships without using the fucking annoying word. Because everyone who says parasocial relationships isn't like, oh, let's examine the relationship between a creative person and their audience, or what they fucking mean, right, when they use that specific word. Is, hey, enjoying thing bad, go outside, right? Which is such a fucking disagreeable idea for me, that I don't even really want to engage with the people who present themselves in that manner. But again, like it's not like the topic itself is not worthwhile. It's just the fucking presentation of the topic by people who fucking think like, oh, you're not allowed to have a hobby. What you should instead be doing is fucking making friends in real life, which I've been doing, but it's not anywhere near as accessible, and it's also not that much better. Like, there are advantages to being outside, but those advantages aren't really that significant, right? It's not like it's the most fucking important thing on the planet. It's just something that you can do if you want to. Anyway, let's talk about parasocial relationships. Anyway, the thing with parasocial fucking type behavior, right? I'll use Asmongold as an example, as a segue, but that's coming in the future. So when I'm watching Asmongold's stream, because I'm really into Asmongold, I see him existing in his room in a live environment, and I'm like, oh, this makes me feel like I'm hanging out with this cool person, right? Even though I know that I'm not hanging out with him, right? The presentation and the realness of it all makes for an ambience similar to hanging out with someone. That doesn't mean I have the right to like act like I know him, right? That doesn't mean I have a right to violate his boundaries. And it is parasocial, but it's not bad. It's an incredibly positive experience. It just makes me happy. It's comforting, and it might be parasocial, but who the fuck cares? Who gives a fuck? So let's talk about Asmongold's Final Fantasy XIV streams. I talked about how excited I was for those a while ago in another one of my breakfast videos. But I've been really enjoying them because they've been happening. And okay, here's my quick review of Final Fantasy XIV thus far. A Realm Reborn, overhated. It's fine. It's like a 6 out of 10, a 7 out of 10. It's cool, kinda-ish. Not very future-proof. Very, very outdated, but I like outdated games. The dungeons are kind of fucking weird and all over the place, but that's fine. And the story isn't that compelling, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, you're just saying it's bad. Why are you saying it's actually fine? Well, because it isn't really bad. It's just fine. It's just not very good. It's like the core mechanics are great. The combat feels fucking amazing. The gear progression is really satisfying. The the game looks fantastic. The outfits are cool. The fucking everything about the game is good. It's just not very good. It's like everything about the game is just good. There's no bad part in my opinion. It just doesn't really have very many high highs. It just has like small highs. It's like slightly above sea level consistently. So Heaven's Word, which I'm about to finish soon, probably like in the scope of this week. Heaven's Word, not as good in many ways. Like the story is better. I would say it's like a 7 out of 10 overall, because it doesn't have the lows that A Realm Reborn has sometimes. Because in A Realm Reborn, sometimes you just have parts of the game that are like just kind of garbage. But those are maybe like 5% of it. Heaven's Word doesn't have any garbage parts. And it doesn't also have the really, really high highs of A Realm Reborn though. Because like A Realm Reborn, you progress from like a small adventurer to like the mythical fucking hero. In Heaven's Word, you just kind of fuck around, which is fine in its own right, but it's uh, okay. I know I have this opinion, notoriously. I like road trip stories in general. I think JoJo Part 3 is good. I know this is one of the hot totes my takes. Oh, Heavensward is kinda like that. Why don't you like it when you like this kind of media in general? Oh, I caught you, Toadsmart, I caught you. You really like people just walking around, kinda aimlessly doing shit. Oh, Toadsmart, one of your favorite manga is Mushishi, and you like Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko. I fucking caught you. Like, okay. So here's the thing. Heavensward tries to tell really dramatic stories, and to me, those dramatic stories get hindered by the exploration. So even though I generally really like exploring, I think the stakes are too high, and I think the story itself is too dramatic to make the exploration as fun as it could have been. So that's my problem. If the story itself was like, okay, you're gonna go through these lands to go to this destination, or if the story was like, okay, you're just kind of fucking around and trying to find this one thing or something like that, I would have enjoyed the exploration more. But just the combination between the stakes of the story and the slow paced exploring just didn't really hit the mark for me. It just kind of missed for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Heaven's Word just kind of wasn't for me. It was for someone else, and it was for a lot of other people. But it, I only really enjoyed it because the mechanics got way better. The dungeons got way better, even though there were fewer of them. The story got way better. Everything got way better. It just didn't get better in a direction that I would have preferred it to go. So in that way, it was a bit of a low point for me. It was a tiny bit of a low point. But it was also good. It was also just good. So even though I have problems with it, I still can look back at playing Heaven's Ward and be like, yeah, that was a fun thing I did in my life. I would not want to do it again. Once was enough. But it was a fun enough time. So, what else? What else? What else? Alright, Asmongold's stream. Right. He has been playing Final Fantasy XIV. I've been getting into that game lately, and I've been really excited for his streams. And it's fucking great because he's really enjoying the game. and it's really exciting and pleasant to watch him just be like, "Yay! I got a big sword!" And like, hell yeah, I know how that feels. Because honestly, Asmongold is the person online who's the most like Toadsmite. And if you're the audience member who's really into Denpa, you might be like, Toadsmite, but you're really like, no, thank you. Oh, Toadsmite, aren't you a no, thank you clone? Isn't that the meme? Yeah, but it's like, me and no, thank you. Look, we're just kind of friends. Uh, it's just like we talk all the fucking time. That's most of the reason why we're like as similar as we are, and we have the same interests. Like I don't know anyone else other than No Thank You who's into like fucking hermitcraft and like fucking like he's into like the same kind of anarchist theory I find interesting, and we just share a fuck ton of interests. But as individuals, we have like a completely different energy. And Asmongold has the same fucking energy that I do, and to me that's a better indication of like similitude. Like Asmongold is like the ideal version of a Toadsmite in many ways. I'm not gonna explain that. Anyway, yeah, those have been really fun streams. I think that's like a master class in streaming if you just fucking watch those streams. As like Josh Strife Hayes pointed out, like I fully agree with that observation. Like these are some of the most masterful streams ever fucking done online. Oh, look at these fucking things. They're called pirukad, which they're kind of like a subsection of pierogi, I think, but they're not similar at all. Ideally, I would have given them like an egg wash, but like that's not really necessary, and I don't have any eggs. But yeah, they're coming along nicely. They're gonna be ready in like I think 5-ish minutes, 10-ish minutes, something between 5 and 10 minutes. I think they're gonna be done. They'll still have to cool down, so we have a bit more time. Oh yeah, tooth pain. That's another Toadsmite thing. Tooth pain. Toadsmite, tooth pain. Why? Brush teeth bad. Uh, I let my toothbrushes get old, and then I still keep brushing my teeth with them, and then my gums start to hurt like a fuck. And then I switched toothbrushes. It's been better. It didn't go away because it takes a bit to heal every time it happens. It's one of the most painful things I've ever felt. It's fucking awful. But it is how it is. Oh, what the fuck happened? Oh, can I make my things dark? Oh, how do you make the thing dark? That's a useful thing to know. Whatever, who cares? Yep, and that should be getting better. Whoa. The biggest news, I finally got fucking appointments with an endocrinologist. So I'm really fucking nervous for going tomorrow, but I'm so fucking glad I'm getting close to the fucking end of this arc. Like, in all fairness, a big reason for why I was so perpetually online was because I was getting incredibly dysphoric because I wasn't an HRT, right? And it's kind of funny how Toadsmite goes IRL arc happened before Toadsmite gets back on HRT. It's kind of funny how that happened that way. Like, I'm really glad. Like, I managed to get much less comfortable with myself, and that's gonna be useful in the future, even if like the underlying cause is going away. Like, I'm glad I completed the Toadsmite self acceptance arc before I got the Toadsmite life fixing arc underway. Because yeah, I should be able to get an HRT soon, and that should be nice. And I'll feel way the fuck better about myself soon if everything goes well. Yeah, I mean, I'm anxious, I'm nervous, but at the same time, it's not that much of a big deal. Yeah, it's how it is. When I went to the place, they told me to go to the wrong part of the building, so I was really fucking late, which is a reason for why I already haven't had a bunch of stuff sorted out. But also, I mean, it only took 2 days to get a second appointment, and they didn't charge me for the first one, which is fucking nice. I have enough money, which is also nice. Yeah, it's just fucking good. It's just fucking good. Um, I've yeah, so I don't know, like I think that has happened lately is I've been hanging out with like people in servers less. I guess I'm fine with that right now. Like I talk to enough people in DMs and I pop by like fucking Discord servers occasionally. But I don't think I'm ever gonna like use Discord as much as I used to. Like I don't think that mode of interaction is really for me because like I can just call someone and I can just hang out with them. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep just doing things. Yeah. What else? Mm. God, this feels like a fucking goodbye video. This feels like, oh yeah, this is those my quitting YouTube. This is the recap of why I'm doing it because it kind of is that, I guess. I'm not quitting YouTube. Like I'm not. This channel isn't dead. The channel isn't gonna die. It's just I think this is the last breakfast video I'll make. Like, I don't think I'll make more breakfast videos, honestly. Like I might make videos that are classifiable as breakfast videos, but I don't think I'll try to fucking make a specific genre of video because I think like no thank you could do it for like exactly like a month until it deteriorated into no thank you talks about something for 15 minutes. And I can see why. I can see why. Of course, I'm not saying that it's wrong for no thank you to be like, oh, I talk about something. Okay, hey, no thank you, no thank you. If you're watching this video, your latest videos are fine. They're not bad. It's just they're not the same. They're different. And your audacity video, that was a fucking banger. Thank you for telling me about that, so I could get really fucking mad. Rightfully. But yeah, like I haven't really been watching many of them because again, like I mean I haven't been cooking as much lately. I haven't been going to the store as regularly because my mom's been here, which is another reason why I haven't really been vlogging as much. Basically, I just haven't had time to consume them. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, I think that's the end of the video. I managed to piss no thank you off. I managed to fucking wrap up Dudes My Darks and the pierogi, not pirukad, they're made. Yep, they're ready. So let them cool down. I'll edit this video together real quick. Fucking boot up my Linux partition because my computing arc is also over. I have a proper dual boot setup, which is what I've always needed. This is always been the fucking platonic ideal. So yeah. So anyway, just gonna restart my computer real quick. Boot into my Linux partition because I'm a chat gamer. I dual boot so I can game. And when I'm in the boot screen, look, the boot screen is gonna come up soon. It's gonna be like, oh, hey, how do you wanna boot, dudes, mate? How do you wanna boot? And I'll be like, you know how I wanna boot. fucking going into the motherfucking Manjaro Linux. Hell yeah, common interrupt, no IRQ handler for Vector. Don't give a fuck. No fucks. It's fucking mushishi fucking background, way too fucking bright. Don't fucking care. Applications, file manager. It's oh, this isn't something I've shown. So this is how I import things from my phone. I go to my videos. I make a folder. Let's call it BFast. I click into this folder. I plug in my phone, and then I drag the things from the phone folder to the new folder I made. Then I go into fucking Caden Live, and then I just put the things in here, put them in a timeline. That's editing done. Yep,